Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is EmilyHanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And I'm back with my favorite video that I get to make far more often than I ever thought I would get to make. New makeup nonsense bingo. New melody today, but still air horns. Blah, blah, blah. We can't forget the air horns. So welcome back if you are a regular viewer of this delightful video that I love doing, and welcome to anyone that is new. If you perhaps found me through one of the collaborators from New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, I would love for you to say hi in the comments. And by collaborators, I do mean friends of mine. So New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, if you don't know, it started as a collaboration between Teresa is Dead and I. I will brag and say it's my idea. But I adore doing it with Teresa. Seriously, like, I would be nowhere without Teresa. But then recently, dearest friend Audra at Home and also a fellow dearest friend Lacey of Spooky Lips and Fat Hips have joined the party. And a party it is, because New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, we got some anti-haul vibes. It's a will I buy it, but we're also playing bingo, and we're also imbibing alcohol. So if you are curious to play along at home, or you are a creator and you want to do your version of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, first of all, invite is open. There's lots of information in the description box about it, so definitely check out that information. But also, you don't have to drink, have an edible, or do whatever other vice you want to do, or just chill out and enjoy it. No judgment. No judgment zone. If you are also new here or you have not yet subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Also find me on Instagram and Twitter at Nomnivorous, and perhaps check out the description box for other details about my Patreon, YouTube membership, and other amazing ways to support me, like affiliate codes and things like that. I have a few. But if you love colorful makeup, if you like somebody with lots of opinions, a foul mouth, and you like cute fat babes in general, you should go ahead and subscribe. Just do it. Thank you. I'm going to thank you now, trusting that you're doing it. Now, if you are not new here, the last couple of rounds of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, every time I am showing you products I might talk about today, I was also opening a bottle of bubbly. But this round is use what you have round. So I'm going to be making a little basic ass vodka soda situation with the most neon green Jarritos Limon soda and vodka. And I also have regular seltzer, because this shit is sweet like a lime popsicle, which is good, but it's a lot. Anyway, I'm giving you way more information than you need to know, but let me mix up my drink and then we can get started. How much vodka am I adding? No one knows. That's probably fine. You know what? I was about to just go ahead and add more vodka because I could not instantly taste it, and then slightly sober me actually thought the best of me. So now that you've had that extended montage of me mixing together a drink, you have seen possible things I might talk about tonight, and maybe you've seen my bingo card. Did I remember to add that in now, editing Emily? Did you do your job? But anyway, let's just start talking about shit. So first up, we have a new release from everyone's favorite influencer brand, Ofra Cosmetics. So Ofra has released a new highlighter. The holiday it's honoring is Earth Day. It's the Mother Earth highlighter. Supposedly it's a neon green to pink shifting highlighter. It's limited edition, it's $35, and for every highlighter in that color they sell, they'll donate one tree to the Canopy Project. I'm already only 5 minutes in and realized that I don't have any lip product on anymore. So this Mother Earth highlighter, it sounds like my dream highlighter, because my top 2 favorite colors to wear as highlighters are green, one of which I have on today. This is Chimera from Ritual Defeat, and pink. So I want it, but I did not like how Ofra kind of never really showed swatches of it without highly filtered lighting. And then one of the swatches I saw, it was obviously filtered with a neon effect, so there was like neon pink and green lighting on it. And I think my thoughts are, limited edition obviously is a thing. It will probably go away at some point in time, but because it was such a surprise launch, I just decided to wait. I decided to wait and see if real people picked it up. And by real people, I mean they can be other creators, they can be influencers, whatever. But I just wanted to see it a little bit more in action before spending $35, or if there's you know, codes or things like that, before spending more than $20 on a single highlighter. So that's me pausing to think about like how much this could be perfect for me, but pausing. But here's the thing. Am I actually going to wait to see what people say? Or is drunk me going to buy the shit out of this? There's a high possibility that drunk me is gonna buy this. Okay, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because this brand has 2 releases after not having released anything for a long time. Anastasia Beverly Hills. So ABH has 2 new releases, and the newest one got revealed the day that I'm filming this, which is Friday, and that is this trio of face palettes. They are summer inspired face palettes. They're bronzer, highlighter, and blush in each one. Each was designed to create an instant glow effect with long-lasting radiance. Italian Summer, Off to Costa Rica, and Tropical Getaway are the 3 names. Launching May 3rd and May 6th. And I don't see a price. Just a couple quick points that I think when I see these. Totally tapping into that Wanderlust thing again, because these have a suitcase like effect in the packaging, and the names are all travel themed. So I talked about this with Colourpop and their Limoncello collection, and I think that ABH is doing the exact same thing. Don't trust a new formula for their face products, because I honestly think some of their glow kits have beautiful formulas, and don't like the packaging. Again, I get stuck on this thing with ABH where it's like they made those glow kits so that you could take the pans out and theoretically replace them, and then they never sold refills. I feel like they could have continued in that vein. Okay, so that's the thing. I don't like them. I don't want them. I'm kind of done with ABH. But I wanted to quickly just harp on the other thing that they released. They decided that the world needed more makeup wipes. And they put them in a holographic packaging, which is cool, but like the wipes are still white, wet one looking wipes. So, you know, I don't know why I should care about the holographic outside. I think Hannah Louise Poston said it best in one of her recent kind of will I buy it ish videos. Basically, it's like 2015 beauty industry called and they want their makeup wipes back. Both of these releases just feel like truly like why? What I just have to drink. The way I will say the same things about ABH over and over again until they show me anything that proves that otherwise. The way in which they fell so hard, so fast, has got to be one of the prime examples of just what not to do. And they have yet to show anything in the last 2 years to show that they're a joke. They are a joke. So yeah, that's just and here's what I'm gonna say. I'm going to continue to die on the hill of 3 face palettes with predetermined colors for your bronzer, your blush, your highlighter. It's not a big enough release. It's not adequate for the market. So that is a complexion release with a terrible shade range to me. And even if the colors that they have in these palettes are good, 3 palettes is just not enough. It's just not adequate. Talk about another brand that fell really hard, really fast for me and for a lot of makeup enthusiasts, at least in the like I would say Instagram, YouTube community. LH Cosmetics, formerly Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. Excuse the noises, they happen. I don't know when the naming changed. I'm sure sometime in the past between when her racist history was revealed and now, you know, understandably so, business is business. But I saw this palette and I was confused. So this is the color palette, or the color palette. There are 12 vibrant shades. They might all be matte, can't really tell, there's not any information. It should be available now. Linda Hallberg was the quads that brand released, in my opinion, competed with the Pat McGrath Special Shadow quads. And I don't know if they launched before Pat or after, but like, or around the same time or what, but they were interesting and beautiful and just like, they seemed like something special, even if they weren't worth the cost. And then the brand has had other, they've had like multi-use like palettes that are like for face and eye. They've done at least one color story that was at least slightly more challenging but really interesting, the pastel palette they released. So this looks just like basic private label bullshit. This looks like basic private label bullshit eyeshadow palettes. A basic rainbow palette with a couple of neutrals. That's it. And I don't get it. And again, it's another brand where I'm like, okay, so I don't really have to pay attention to you because you no longer are releasing things that like make my heart go pitter patter. No feeling. I look at this and I'm just like, Next. Ooh, this is a fresh reveal. So Muse Beauty is launching a new palette and some new products. So they have their Rococo collection and they're doing an eyeshadow palette. It looks like 2 cream blush duos and then some new matte liquid eyeshadows. I've talked about Muse in a couple of these new makeup nonsense videos, including a very depressing realizing a palette was sold out and limited edition and ended up winning it in a giveaway. Yay! But basically, they are a indie brand that is on my radar. And this, so they started out with this impressionism theme with the whole art inspired eyeshadow palettes. And I really am like admiring how they are building a brand because they've released this Rococo collection and it's giving you an opportunity as a brand to expand into different colors, different textures, different inspirations, but still have a really strong brand image. So, with all of that effusive, thoughts out there, I'm not incredibly into this collection. The palette is pretty, but it's very it's half neutral, half pastel. The packaging looks a little boxy, so I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. The little cream duos are cute and I'm intrigued, but I've literally drowned myself in cream products and I need to hold my horses. And matte liquid eyeshadows are a no for me. But again, I'm going to continue to look at this brand and see what else they release and how they grow, because I'm not saying anything that they've released I've been like, oh, it's terrible, it looks like trash. Just, I know myself. I know I would not use that palette to its full potential, and I would love to try their cream products, but I don't need to right this second. So like I said, I adore the way they're building their brand in terms of the aesthetics of it all and the inspiration. But for now, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off. Now, it does not fit anywhere on my bingo card, so we can just keep moving. I don't know what it is today, but I keep getting brands that I just don't give a fuck about. So, KKW has released, or KKW Fragrance has released some new products in collaboration with Jeff Leatham. This Jeff Leatham is a floral artisan, and there are 3 scents created in collaboration with this person, featuring clean, soft, and sophisticated floral scents, packaged in artfully designed bottles. For years, Jeff has been designing florals for the Kardashian-Jenner family, and each bottle is $40, or the bundle is $110. The way this screams wealth in a way that I'm just like, I am obviously too poor for this. I'm just too poor for this. There's no relatability or desire to purchase because the bottles look about as cold and stark as the Kardashian household, and I don't have a floral designer to fill them with fresh flowers on a regular basis. So yeah, we're just gonna call this a collaboration with somebody really not known for makeup or fragrance and move on, because I can't. Somebody needs to explain to me who the fuck HipDot is and why they have the financial resources to collaborate with everyone. Every IP, I feel like. This HipDot Reese's collaboration, it's simultaneously about as laughable as I could expect this to be when I heard about it, and also kind of well done. Have I completely lost my mind? Actually, you don't have to answer that question, because the lipsticks actually look really pretty. If you are looking for a brown lipstick, I mean, there's tons of brands doing it. I personally have an adoration of Prapa and their formula, but these look like nice brown colors. Dual-ended brushes, I'm good. But even the little 6-pans, like, again, do I want a 6-pan palette full of browns and oranges? No. But I don't hate them. And I'm highly confused. But also, so even though the white chocolate palette does look a little bit soft in tone, and I think it's not even that it's just soft in tone, it's that the 4 colors on the right, they're very close in tone, so they may not look that different on the eyes. But at the same time, I would like Too Faced to take note. That's how you do white chocolate, like a white chocolate palette. At least there is a whisper of pigmentation in this Reese's and HipDot white chocolate palette. So I absolutely don't want any of it, but I also adore Reese's cups and Reese's pieces, and I can weirdly respect it, even though I don't want it. One of the few food-themed makeup releases that I have said that about. Speaking of generational wealth that I just cannot relate to, Hermes has released Rose Hermes blushes. There are 8 colors. They have a semi-matte finish. They're embossed with the Hermes logo. Supposedly the texture is supposed to be like silk twill, and fine, silky, long-lasting, luminous, radiant. $77 for one blush. All of you luxury babes out there, enjoy. I, on the other hand, will be over here spending, I don't know, $40 on a blush, max. And yes, I even know that $40 is a lot of money. I think, okay, Hermes, their lipsticks totally have enticed me in. I would consider it. But there is something very flauntable about a lipstick. Obviously, I know in mask world, you're not pulling out a lipstick to reapply. But like, in the future, mayhaps, I might do that. I am not, though, going to pull out a blush to reapply to flaunt the Hermes blush. And while I do have luxury products that I enjoy, or higher end, I don't even know if you could call them luxury, again, generational wealth, I'm gonna harp on that because, I have commentary about the world a lot. This is just not possible. I will continue dreaming of Chanel blushes and maybe Chantecaille blushes. I just need to forget that Hermes blushes just exist at all. because they will, no, it's not possible for me. Just because it has the Hermes logo in it, I'm gonna say pretty embossing basic makeup. I don't know shit about how it actually applies. But seeing Michelle Wong's thumbnail that was basically like, it's okay for 6 Hermes blushes that she tried on, I was like, oh, that tells me enough. That tells me all I need to know. So our favorite queen of the shill, Jaclyn Hill, is back with more Jaclyn Cosmetics products, and it's a whole lineup of powders and under eye products. It seems like we have the Prep Start Hydrating Under Eye Primer for $24. It's in like a tube with a cooling metal tip applicator. We have a Bake and Brighten Under Eye Powder for $29. A Face It All Brightening and Setting Palette that is, I think it's the quads on the picture. 4 shades infused with smoothing banana flower powder. And then, is there 4 palettes or 3 palettes? Maybe it's 3 palettes. The distortion on the image makes me think that one of the palettes is like a different shape, but I think it's just the way it's created or mocked up. Anyway, there's a translucent powder. I guess that's in the container. Okay. I guess that maybe there's multiples. I don't know. Oh, maybe the translucent powder is the pressed powder, and then the Bake and Brighten powder is the loose powder. There's a lot of powder, and I don't give a fuck about any of it. But I know I don't buy that much powder because I don't use that much face powder. It makes sense for the line. It feels a little bit like old school beauty YouTube in a release, but I don't know if like the little face quads, if those powders are more like Hourglass or Becca or that kind of range. Seeing how her first highlighter palette release, which I don't think those palettes are out anymore, had like a really nice baked formula according to what everyone says. If she has that same, you know, like I could see doing a nice powder like that, like a luminous kind of setting-ish powder, but I don't even know if that's what that is. Anyway, I'm going off track. I don't want it. I'm not gonna buy it. And I had to do like a triple take because I swore up and down that this was Makeup by Mario, because the packaging is all white, and like her previous packaging, even her most recent release, wasn't white, and the face quads kind of look like his concealer palette. I was just confused. So yeah, I think the idea of like your highlighters being in a different color packaging than your powders also kind of throws me off, because it's such a stark difference. It's like metallic to white. Y'all know I don't like Jaclyn Hill, and I don't really like the brand, and I'm just nitpicking. It's a copycat. I'm gonna move on because like, why am I wasting my breath? Let's make this quick. Benefit has released new Foroscope palettes. Each palette has 4 face colors in it. First of all, earth, air, fire. Where's water? Why did you not put out 4 palettes for the... Okay. Also, same shit, new packaging. Akin to the ABH makeup wipes comment, 2015 beauty industry has called, and they are asking you to stop using the same products from years and years and years ago in new packaging, because no one cares. Excuse the fuck out of you, Terra Moons, for directly attacking me with your new shadow releases. Terra Moons Cosmetics has released some new shadows, and here's this one photo in particular showing Mercury, Big Bang, Venus, and Titan swatched on an arm that is deeper than mine. I was gonna say medium deep, but I don't fucking know. But it's a brown arm. Why did I get so awkward? I don't fucking know. The way that I am so fucking predictable, because I'm like, Big Bang, Titan, get in my collection now. Like magic. Do it. Be here. Please. Thank you. These look beautiful. Terra Moons has released it looks like they released quite a few new shadows with their most recent reopening the store. And if I'm being quite honest, I have been trying to ignore. Also, I was actually right earlier, and I don't think it's very strong. And y'all might disagree, but your girl needs to get just a little bit more drunk to fulfill all of the new makeup nonsense bingo destiny. And there's the vodka. Cool. What I was saying. What I was saying is that Terra Moons always draws me in with their swatches. Their shadows look stunning. And if money was no object, my single eyeshadow collection would be like Cher's Closet and Clueless. Just everything I could want. Just all there. For some reason, Cher's Closet and Clueless just makes me think of like the perfect collection. I'm resisting for now. I know. I'm over here drooling, but you know, your girl has a lot of single eyeshadows. I'm trying to appreciate more of what I have so that I don't dupe myself all the time. I'm totally cool with it sometimes, but not all the times. I actually would love to see more people swatch and play with them because marketing photos, even from indie brands, can be very tempting. I was going to say they can be deceptive. They can totally be deceptive. I want to see them more, and perhaps compared with other brands, other formulas, all of that good stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I want it. In a dream world, I would have already bought them, but we're not living in a dream world, unfortunately. But all the multichromes, especially all the bright, vibrant multichromes, they are all welcome in my home. Well, it was about time. It was about time for Colourpop to show up in New Makeup Nonsense Bingo. So Colourpop has released 5 new 5-pan palettes, and they are colorful. The 5-pan palettes are $10 each, and they have one called High Society that's like a green palette ranging from more yellowy greens to more minty blue greens. A statement piece looks like a peachy orange red palette. Cashmere Forever is shades of purple. Too Hot is kind of like purples and pinks ish, and then Rumor Has It is turquoises and blues. I just have to take a moment to promote the video that I put up directly before this one, where I spent an hour of edited time. Yes, it was multiple hours, and I edited it down to an hour to build out some 5-pan palettes, because I personally don't have any interest in the Colourpop eyeshadow formula. But I was about to compliment it, but no compliments. I like the 5-pan size. I like the idea. I still feel like Colourpop is just duping themselves, and nothing really feels fresh. Yeah, I was gonna say except the packaging, but the packaging doesn't even feel fresh. You know what? I'll give them that. Each of the different color palette packaging is a different shade of green, peach, you know, so they match. So good job on not totally cheapening out on this packaging. like, part of me was just like a teeny tiny bit tempted to buy the green one to test it out and see if I felt like their formula had progressed at all. But you all saw how many single eyeshadows I had, if you saw that video, which I hope you did. Yeah, I don't need this. And I think it's just the constant duping out of their own brand feels weird. And other brands do it too. Colourpop is just so blatant and continual. And that is annoying, in my opinion. A couple of quick ones, just for the hell of it. Morphe, stop with your bullshit. Stop re-releasing the same shit. House Labs, again, 2015 called. They want the pH activated lip products back. We don't want hot pink lips for everyone unless we chose hot pink lip product. And Illamasqua, I told you about releasing 3 color items in one product. It's gross. Don't do it. This isn't as gross as the Winky Lux gloss, but it's still as gross as the Winky Lux balm. And the last product that came up, that I think it's gonna give me bingo. Why do I sound so questioning when I am looking at my bingo card and see that that's what's happening? It's because I'm drunk. I think I was already hinting at the fact that I'm about to hit bingo. The reason why I don't remember is because I had to start and stop my camera. And the vodka hit. Last up for the night is something that is kind of boring, but that's okay. Nabla Cosmetics, which is a brand based out of Italy, has released the Skin Realist Beautifying Tinted Balm. So this is a 7 shade release from the brand, and the product is supposed to have hyaluronic acid. It blends seamlessly, rich and active ingredients. It supposedly acts like a treatment to promote the synthesis of collagen and elastin for an immediate and long-lasting effect. Every shade can adapt. It's flexible. It's flexible and can adapt to multiple skin tones thanks to its sheer but buildable light coverage. The microspheres of hyaluronic acid in the tint improve the skin turgidity. That's a hard word to say, especially if you're drunk. Plumping it up and guaranteeing prolonged hydration within the hour of applying it. Trend mode, you're giving me too much information. I'm gonna stop talking because these words are hard to say. So I did not realize that this product had so many theoretical skincare benefits. I don't know enough about collagen or any of the things that was talked about to know if any of that sounds legitimate or possible. Y'all know I'm skeptical because I feel like, well, if you don't know, I feel like skincare should be in skincare and not in makeup, because then you have to start thinking about every single thing you put on your face and how it's interacting with other things. And hyaluronic acid really shouldn't just be added to everything. So I have feelings about that. I think no matter how big or small your brand is, if you're releasing complexion products, I still think you should have more than 10 colors for a release, whether it's a tint or a foundation. I think 7 colors, especially the range that they offer, is pretty dismal. And I don't know. I don't know. Like, Nabla is one of those brands. Here's blah. Wow, I got stuck. Here is my thing. They were pretty beloved, and they are pretty beloved with, like, either non-American customers, which is valid because I get it, or maybe I don't get it, but like, especially with European customers, their single eyeshadows had a bit of a following, their palettes have a bit of a following, but they've done a foundation release in the past that had a dismal shade range, from memory, if memory serves me correct. And I feel like the skin tint is not really proving advancement. It's like, if it's been time and you've received criticism, and rightful criticism, that you might do better with your next release, and I feel like they're missing that. But anyway, the reality is I already picked up a new skin tint that I am very happy with from Fenty. I'm still really liking it. It's on my face today. But yeah, I already have what I need, and I'm good. So I'm being over here, my little ranty critical self, but the reality is that, like, I wasn't gonna buy this no matter what the shade range looked like, because I just don't need it. And Nabla is slightly less accessible for me, which is fine, because I have plenty of shit that is accessible to me. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Nabla is one of those brands that I am supposed to adore, and I'm just like, I'm okay with it. It's fine. I like some of the face powders I have, but like, I'm good otherwise. And now that I feel like I have had a tirade about a brand that I actually don't really care that much about, I'm gonna finish my drink while we celebrate my bingo. We did it. We hit bingo. We shit talked the majority of the releases, ogled over some of the multi-chromes, got rightfully drunk, and have filmed long enough for me to have a regrettably long editing session. But what's new? Me regretting my choices in filming while I'm editing. Same story, different week. Anyway, if you made it this far, I'm gonna do something I don't normally do, but I understand why it gets done. If you made it this far, I would love for you to leave a emoji that is on the screen right now. Leave that in your comment. Like, I actually want to know who watches all of this. It's okay if you don't, but you're not even seeing this right now, so you don't matter. Wow. I feel like I wasn't drunk, and now I am wasted. So, my spiel is that I want you all to treat yourself better today than you did yesterday. Because I have a feeling if you're watching this, you don't understand just how much you are worth it. And this drunk bitch is going to say goodbye for now, and I will see you again hopefully real soon. Bye, friends.